been adding to myself my whole life. More achievement, more improvement, more to show. As if the person underneath the doing was never quite enough on her own. But something shifted in the quiet this morning, a voice beneath the noise I couldn't name. It said you were enough before the proving, you were enough before you even came. I am enough, not when I finish what I started, not when I become who I am trying to be. I am enough right here, right now, exactly in this body, in this moment. I am free. I am enough. I have measured myself against so many standards that were never mine to meet in the first place. And the exhaustion of the endless self-improving was the cost of running from my own grace. But something shifted in the quiet this morning, a voice beneath the noise I couldn't name. It said you were enough before the proving, you were enough before you even came. I am enough, not when I finish what I started, not when I become who I am trying to be. I am enough right here, right now, exactly in this body, in this moment. I am free. I am enough, not almost enough, not enough with conditions, not enough if I just do one more thing. Enough completely without any revision. Enough in the simplest, truest sense of the word. I am enough. I have always been enough. I am enough. I have spent so long trying to earn my place in rooms that were never worth the price of entry. I have bent and stretched and made myself presentable for an approval that was always temporary. But the life I've been auditioning for was never the one I actually wanted. And the version of me that performed so well was a stranger to the one that mattered. Nothing left to prove to anyone who ever made you feel less. Nothing left to prove, you were never less. The striving was a story that you told any more than they were ever mine. But the life I've been auditioning for was never the one I actually wanted. And the version of me that performed so well was a stranger to the one that mattered. Nothing left to prove to anyone who ever made you feel less. Nothing left to prove you were never less. The striving was a story that you told yourself. Now the story ends, nothing left to prove. I lay down the performance, I lay down the need for the applause. I return to the version of myself that existed before the audience, before the cause. Nothing left to prove. Nothing left to prove. You were always enough. I have a habit of deflecting what is offered, of saying too much, too kind, not true, of making myself smaller than the love that finds me, as if I have to earn every good thing too. But what if I'm simply worthy of this, without the explanation or the debt? What if the good that comes is not a test, but simply what was always meant? Worthy of this, worthy of the love that finds me, worthy of this, of the kindness and the ease, worthy of rest without the guilt, of joy without the fear, worthy of this, worthy of being here. The ones I love the most I would not question whether they deserve the good that came their way. But I have held a different standard for myself that I am only now beginning to unsay. But what if I am simply worthy of this, without the explanation or the debt? What if the good that comes is not a test, but simply what was always meant? Worthy of this, worthy of the love that finds me, worthy of this, the unfamiliar act of simply saying yes and letting it stay. Worthy of this. I am worthy of this. Worthy. There is a voice I have been listening to for longer than I can remember now. It knows exactly where to find me and exactly how to make me doubt. But I have started asking where it came from. Whose words were these before they became mine? And the more I trace the voice back to its origin, the less it sounds like any kind of truth. The voice that said you weren't enough was never yours to carry. The voice that said you weren't enough was someone else's story. You learned it so young, you thought it was the truth. But the truth is you were always, always more than the voice that said you were. It arrived before I had the words to question it, before I knew that I could push it back. And by the time I was old enough to see it, it had already built the walls I thought were fact. Started asking where it came from. Whose words were these before they became mine? And the more I trace the voice back to its origin, the less it sounds like any kind of truth. The voice that said you weren't enough was never yours to carry. The voice that said you weren't enough was someone else's story. You learned it so young, you thought it was the truth. But the truth is you were always, always more than the voice that said you weren't. I returned the voice to where it came from, with compassion for the one who gave it first. They were carrying their own unfinished wounding, and I was never meant to carry theirs. The voice that said you weren't was never true. You are enough. You always the version of you that has everything together, not the one who has finally figured it out, not the healed and whole and finished version, but this one here, with all the doubt. This is the one who gets to be enough, not the future one you're working toward. This is the version that deserves the love, the one who shows up honest, tired and raw. Enough just as you are, not as you will be. Enough just as you are, right now, completely. With the mess and the questions and the things unsaid, with the parts you hide and the fears you fed. Enough just as you are. I have been postponing my own worthiness until some threshold I keep moving out ahead. But the life I keep deferring until later is the one that's happening right now instead. This is the one who gets to be enough, not the future one you're working toward. This is the version that deserves the love, the one who shows up honest, tired and raw. Enough just as you are, not as you will be. Enough just as you are, right now, completely. With the mess and the questions and the things unsaid, with the parts you hide and the fears you fed. Enough just as you are. The flower in the bud is not a lesser flower, waiting to become enough when it blooms. You are enough in every single season. You are enough in every single room. Enough just as you are, just as you are. Enough. If I could go back to the younger version, who's trying so hard to be something more, I would sit down beside her in the trying and say what she had never heard before. You were enough then, in the doubt and the not knowing. You were enough then, before you had anything to show. The striving came from love, I understand it. you were never incomplete. You were always enough before the first achievement. You were always enough before the world believed it. In the beginning, when you had no proof at all, you were already everything. You were always enough. And all the years of adding and improving were not what made you worthy of this life. You were worthy on the very first morning. You were worthy before the first success or fight. You were enough then, in the doubt and the not knowing. You were enough then, before you had anything to show. The striving came from love, I understand it, but you were never incomplete. You were always enough before the first achievement. You were always enough before the world believed it. In the beginning, when you had no proof at all, you were already everything. You were always enough. Nothing you have done has made you more worthy. Nothing you have failed to do has made you less. The worth was there before the first beginning, and it will be there long beyond the rest. You were always enough. Oh, always enough. Oh, you were always enough. I have been earning my place at every table, working for the welcome that should just be mine. Showing up with my hands full of something useful, so no one ever had a reason to decline. But I am tired of the entrance fee I'm paying into spaces that I was already meant to fill. The belonging was never something I was building, it was something I was born to. Stop earning your place. You belong here without the offering. Stop earning your place. The door was open all along. You don't have to bring something does not earn their place in the family. The river does not work to reach the sea. And somewhere in the years of all my proving, I forgot that I was already free. But I am tired of the entrance fee I'm paying into spaces that I was already meant to fill. The belonging was never something I was building, it was something I was born to. Stop earning your place. You belong here without the offering. Stop earning your place. The door is open all along. You don't have to bring something to deserve the room. You don't have to be impressive to be loved. Stop earning your place. Just arrive. What if I showed up with nothing, just myself undecorated here? What if the belonging I have been building was already waiting when I finally appeared? Stop earning your place. Just arrive. You belong here. Someone told me early that I had to earn it, that love was the reward for being good. I believed them because I was too young to question, and because they believed it too, the way they understood. It was not the truth, it was a wound they carried, passed from hand to hand across the years. And I have spent so long inside that story. It is time to finally set it down with tears. The lie I was told was that I had to earn my place. The lie I was told was that love had to be chased. But love is not a prize for the deserving. It is the air, it is the ground, it is the light. The lie I was told was never true. I don't say this to assign the blame to the ones who passed the wound along to me. They gave what they had been given, nothing more, and I can hold them with compassion as I leave. It was not the truth, it was a wound they carried, passed from hand to hand across the years. And I have spent so long inside that story. It is time to finally set it down with tears. The lie I was told was that I had to earn my place. was that love had to be chased. But love is not a prize for the deserving. It is the air, it is the ground, it is the light. The lie I was told was never true. The lie ends here. It does not pass through me to anyone else. I return it to the ground with love, and I begin again with something true. The lie I was told was never true. I am enough, I always was. I have spent a long time giving what I had and turning away from what was given back, as if accepting what was offered was a burden or a debt I could not hold without collapse. But receiving is not weakness, it is the other half of love. And the hands that only give and never open can never hold what they are worthy of. I receive this, the love, the rest, the ease. I receive this without apology or fear. I say yes to what was always meant for me. I receive this. I receive this. The flower receives the rain without explaining. The earth receives the seed without a debt. And I am learning how to be as open as the things that have not learned to second guess. But receiving is not weakness, it is the other half of love. And the hands that only give and never open can never hold what they are worthy of. I receive this, the love, the rest, the ease. I receive this without apology or fees. I open my hands to what is being. been withholding from myself. I receive this. I say yes. I receive this. You have been on this journey for a long time. You freed yourself, you found peace, you healed. And now you are standing in the simplest truth of all. Not the truth you have to earn. Not the truth that arrives when you are finally finished. The truth that was here before the beginning. The truth that will be here long after the striving stops. You are enough. You were always enough. You will always be enough. Not because of anything you've done. Not in spite of anything you haven't. Simply, completely, without condition. Enough. This is not the ending of the story. This is the chapter where the striving finally rests. Not because I've reached the final measure, but because I found that I was always blessed. Enough, just enough. Not more and not less. Enough, just enough. The simplest truth expressed. You were enough before the world had words for it. You were enough before you had a name. Enough, just enough. You were always the same. The search was real, the hunger was not wrong. It came from something true and deeply felt. But what I was searching for was never somewhere else. It was the ground on which I always knelt. Enough, just enough. Not more and not less. Enough, just enough. The simplest truth expressed. You were enough before the world had words for it. You were enough before you had a name. Enough, just enough. You were always the same. This is the truth beneath every other truth. This is the ground beneath every other ground. You were enough before you ever started searching. And enough is what you are right now.